Yes.
The Commissioners Court of Brazos County will meet regular session on February the 28th, 2023, 10 a.m. in the Commissioners Courtroom, County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. Is that an echo right here?
We're in a cave.
First item on the agenda is invocation pledge of allegiance to the U.S. and Texas flag, and Commissioner Beer will lead those.
Thank you. Bow with me, please. Almighty, thank you for this day and for the many abundant blessings you bestow upon us. Please keep our teachers, first responders, and all our military personnel here and abroad from harm's way. Grant us wisdom as we do the business of Brazos County so that it is pleasing to you. And as the war in Ukraine goes into its second year, grant them peace and your loving mercy. We ask all this in your name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Commissioner. Second item on the agenda is call for citizens' input and or concerns. A few to speak. Rick Wagner, you want to speak?
Good morning. I'm Assistant Chief Rick Wagner with the Brazos County District 2 Fire Department and the newly elected president of the Brazos County Firefighters Association. The BCFA member agencies, including all 4 county fire departments, as well as the cities of Bryan, College Station, and Navasota. I'm here this morning to let the court know that the BCFA is under new leadership and that one of our county fire departments has a new fire chief. That department is Precinct 3, and the new chief there is Matt Drennan. The county chiefs and I have met earlier this month with County Emergency Management and have refined our communication regarding burn ban recommendations and other matters that require coordination between the county fire departments and emergency management. Also, the BCFA, in conjunction with emergency management, is hosting a countywide railroad hazardous material training in 2 weeks at the CEOC. This training is obviously a necessity after the railroad accident in the state of Ohio. All of our stakeholders in the county are working hard to ensure that we are prepared for such an event and that we work well in all mutual aid events around the county. I encourage the commissioners to maintain good communication with their county fire chiefs within their precincts, and that also the members of BCFA are always willing to work with the court to provide the best possible service to our county residents. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
Lonnie Masterson.
Commissioners, I just wanted to read a quick success story pertaining to a person that went through a Veterans Treatment Court. He is a Marine. His name was Timothy Wynn. He was in the invasion. He got stop-lossed, and then as soon as he got home, within 72 hours, he was back in Philadelphia. So from combat, 72 hours, back in civilian life. And 4 days later, he was arrested for aggravated assault. He didn't get charged because he wasn't picked out in the lineup. He got lucky, but over the next 4 years, he had 7 more arrests for it. So 7 more. He ended up spending a year in jail. He lost his girlfriend at the time. They're now married. They have kids together. But he was struggling with substance abuse, and they put him in treatment court. And this is what he said: "I began my treatment, and I had all the support in this courtroom, which was very unusual for me," said Wynn, who was sentenced to 9 months in the treatment court, but graduated in 6. People were actually going out of their way to call me when I wasn't in the courtroom, which was special. They kept up on me to make sure I was going to my appointments. They really had my best interest in mind. While at treatment court, Wynn met with the behavioral health specialist from the VA and was diagnosed with PTSD, which he began to receive treatment, and he started attending counseling sessions with his fellow veterans, which is something he said helped him immensely. He said, "I was shoulder to shoulder again with my brothers and sisters who went through the same things I went through, which was pretty special," said Wynn. I had the camaraderie back in my life from being in court. I had that support system again where I could call another veteran and say something that didn't sound crazy to them, and they understood what I'm talking about. It's just a special court. I just wanted to take time to share that with y'all, and thank y'all for everything.
Thank you. Sabrina Wren.
Hi guys.
Morning.
My name is Sabrina Wren. I'm a junior here at Texas A&M, as some of y'all know. First of all, I would like to thank y'all for the opportunity to speak at today's meeting. I'm here to ask you to reinstate the MSC as an early voting location for all future elections. We already knew that the removal of the MSC as an early voting location would have negative impacts on voter turnout in our community. But now, after this past election, we have all the data. We know now that College Station saw a significant decrease in voter turnout in the November 2022 election. Because the MSC was removed, less people voted. This is the exact opposite effect that is best for our community and is the exact opposite of what you as commissioners should want. Your job is to represent all of Brazos County, which includes students. We are real residents of Brazos County. Voter turnout decreased not because students don't care, but because additional blockades were placed between them and the polls. Many students, especially freshmen, don't have cars, which makes voting at an off-campus location nearly impossible. City Hall isn't just a street away. To get to this location, students have to cross the entirety of campus, an entire golf course, and Texas, a dangerous street. It is over a 30-minute walk each way, whether in the Texas heat, rain, or cold. I know none of y'all would want to have to walk in these conditions and walk over an hour just to vote, for yourselves or for your children. Why ask over 72,000 students and over 3,500 faculty and staff to go out of their way to vote when there is an easily accessible and readily available option? Logically, this does not make sense. Luckily, this is easy to fix and wrongs can be righted by recovering the MSC as an early voting location. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Emily Lightfoot.
Good morning. Thank you for your time today. My name is Emily Lightfoot, and I'm here today to speak on efforts to recover.
Could you speak into the mic, please?
Yes. And I'm here today to speak on efforts to recover the MSC as an early voting location. Having an accessible voting location is important to ensure that student turnout is as high as possible, given that voting is the cornerstone to democracy. Due to the removal of the MSC as an early voting location last semester, we saw a decrease in student voting turnout in the fall. This comes as no surprise. I, like many other students at Texas A&M, work on campus, take a full class load, and participate in a number of extracurricular activities. My days easily consist of spending 10+ hours on campus. Therefore, having a polling location that is easily accessible and located on campus will ensure that students have complete accessibility to practicing their fundamental right of voting. I urge you to reestablish the MSC as an early voting location in order to ensure that all residents in Brazos County have full accessibility to cast their ballot. Thank you.
Thank you. Mariana Fortes.
Thank you for your time today. I'm a student at Texas A&M University, and I'm here in favor of bringing back the MSC as an early voting location. I do not have a car with me on campus, and the removal of the MSC as an early voting location has made it much more difficult for students that do not have a car like me to be able to go vote, as City Hall is too far to be a walkable distance. Many of us also rely on the ability to be able to go vote early. Due to our heavy university course loads, we cannot wait until Election Day to vote at the MSC. The turnout of Texans under 30 jumped from around 8% in 2014 to almost 26% in 2018, but this was still lower than the state's overall turnout of 53%. It is a problem of inaccessibility, not apathy, that is keeping student voter turnout low. Voting should be something that is accessible to everyone. I urge you to bring back the MSC as an early voting location so that we can allow for more student voices to be heard and for students to become more civically engaged. Thank you.
Thank you. Delianne Quintana?
Hello, thank you for letting me speak. So I am in favor of reinstating the MSC as an early voting location. As students, I personally, go to A&M, and I know that my freshman year, I did not have a car and could not access, a voting location not on campus. And I have seen, firsthand how, people care enough to be civically engaged, but with these barriers in place currently, such as the removal of the MSC as an early voting location, it makes this hard to do. And so for these reasons, I urge you to reinstate the MSC as an early voting location. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. That's the last one that I have listed, so is there any other citizen input? Hearing none, we'll go to number 3, presentation and discussion. Presentation Making a Difference Award to Leslie Contreras, Risk Manager by Joe Stassi and Lisa McCaig of Texas Association of Counties.
Judge, Commissioners, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. So, as you can see by the agenda, Leslie's been recognized by Texas Association of Counties. We were actually trying to make it a surprise, but due to agenda requirements, we kind of had to let the cat out of the bag. The Making a Difference Award is given every year to 4 employees, one from each region in the state of Texas under the risk management pool. And Leslie this year has been recognized for last year's outstanding services and contributions that she's made to the risk management of workers' compensation, auto, property, lines of coverage. She's gone above and beyond her regular role as the Brazos County Risk Manager. And this is just a certificate to inform her in the court that she's going to be awarded this honor at our County Management Risk Conference in March. So it's not the award, it is a certificate, but if I can get Leslie up here, that'd be great. I know she's back there, I saw her. Leslie does not like to be recognized in public, so we're going to do it very publicly. And I'm going to say congratulations, Leslie, on everything you do for the risk management pool. We're impressed by what she's doing, the strides that she's made towards having an integral part in workers' compensation and protecting the pool and protecting the county's employees and the county's assets as well. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you have anything you'd like to say to everybody?
No, I like my speech in the office.
I don't know. Your speech wasn't on the agenda, so you're probably protected. But thank you for your time.
We could get her to stand up here on this table since there's no risk in that.
I don't know that I can climb up there.
I think that would be duly suitable. So, but congratulations. Thank you for everything you do. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate her too. She
Yeah.
does a really good job.
Thank you. Doesn't she want to take a picture with the certificate? Leslie, don't you want to take a picture of the certificate so we can put it on the with you and Joe?
Commissioner's Court to present the award sometime after March. But let's do a picture. Come
Yeah.
on, Leslie. Come on up.
Just like she wanted.
You should be able to
She's got to take a photo. Introvert, they'll become an extrovert by the time I'm done with it. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Lisa's coming.
Wait.
There we go. Thank you.
Okay, we will consider and take action on agenda items 4 through 18. Number 4 is request for approval to apply for the Rebuilding American Infrastructure and Stability Equity Grant from the Department of Transportation. Approval of Resolution 23008.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 5 is approval of appointments of the and reappointments of the following Homeland Security Advisory Committee. Term of appointments and reappointments will be April 1st, 2023 to March 31st, 2024.
Move approval A through R.
Second.
Motion made, seconded to approve A through R. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 6 is approval of funding agreement between Brazos County and Scottish House Brazos Valley Child Advocacy Center for financial assistance for $26,000 under the American Rescue Plan Act.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Good morning. I just want to remind everybody when the list of all the ARPA projects were approved, Scotty's House was approved for $25,000. Based on the quotes that Ms. Baker has submitted, the estimate's going to be a little bit over 25, so we're asking for the award to be up to 26,000, and so that's where the increase came from. Carrie Baker and Allison Prince is here also to receive the agreement, as well as they're appreciative of the funding that they're going to be getting.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
Y'all do a great job over there. We appreciate you. Did we vote?
No.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 7 is request from Public Defender's Office for the following personnel change to the Texas Indigent Defense Commission grant with effective date March 4th, 2023. There's no charge to the Texas Indigent Defense Commission grants FY 2023 approved budget.
Move approval A and B.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. So I know there were some
Go ahead.
I know there were some questions about doing this in the middle of the year. This is grant funds that were, we applied for the grant about a year ago. And what the Indigent Defense Commission look at is what you're paying the prosecutor's office, and they want to be fairly well in comparison with what you're paying prosecutors. When we applied for that grant, it was prior to last year's budget, which we gave a 7.5% grant, or increase 7.5%, and then some merit on top of that. So under the current budget, the Indigent Defense, the Public Defender's Office, is not being paid at anything comparable to what prosecutors' offices are made, and so that's why this adjustment is being made now, and it's made within the grant so that we can try to, we are required, counties are required to supply or to provide indigent defense, and this is the way the Commissioner's Court chose, and we need to be able to pay the defending attorneys at the rates, similar rate as what the prosecutors get paid. So that's what this is an adjustment for that. Any questions, I'd be glad to try to answer them. If not, I think a motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 8 is approval of amendment number 1 to contract 129R jury summons for renewal and price increase due to the market conditions with Level 1 LLC.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 9 is approval of contract 23-102 Cloud Fax Services with Concord 3 LLC.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 10 is approval of renewal of contract 23-111R pallet pick up and Tritex grass.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 11 is approval of final plat of Southern Point subdivision, section 117, 7.581 acres, Sterrett D. Smith Survey A-210, City of College Station, ETJ, Brazos County, Texas, sites located in precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is consider and take action on Wixon Creek SUD utility permit to construct 70-foot road bore for 30-inch water line crossing under Hudspeth Road, 50 feet northeast of FM 2776, sites located precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 13 is tax refund application for the following.
Move approval A and B.
Second that.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 14 is budget amendments, FY 22/23 budget amendments 21.01 through 21.02.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 15 is personnel change status.
Move approval A and B.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 16 is payment of claims. Claim to be paid by Brazos County, claim number 8120672 through claim number 8120814, and claim number 9006916 through claim number 9006959.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. We will skip down to number 19 is an acknowledgement of FY 2022 racial profiling report for Brazos County Constable Precinct 4 office. Number 20 is acknowledgement of the monthly report submitted in February of 2023. 21 is acknowledgement of the FY 2022-23 budget to actuals by fund as of February 22nd, 2023, and an acknowledgement of the FY 22-23 contingency budget to actuals as of February 22nd, 2023. Number 22 is juvenile report on detention population. Is Linda here? I was here and I don't think I had anything. Oh, yeah, I do. Juveniles in detention is 35, 26 males and 9 females, and there are 34 juveniles on our electronic monitor. And then next is Sheriff's report on inmate population. Sheriff.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. 663 this morning, 568 men, 95 women. We have 34 on electronic monitoring.
Thank you, Sheriff. Number 24 is announcement of interest items and possible future agenda topics. Hearing none. 25 is call for citizens' input and/or concerns. Hearing none, we will move back up to number 17 and convene an executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.074 to discuss the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, and duties of General Manager, Exposition Complex, and Brazos Valley Fair. And we will need Cheryl, Commissioners Court, both attorneys, Jennifer. I think that was it. Is there anybody else that think that was it? And the time is 10:26.
to do the surgical move.
Okay, we're coming out of executive session. The time is 11:04, and there's no action to be taken. The next item is to adjourn.